Quickly before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow your boy on Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Let me adjust. So, what was it? Last week we looked at this guy's original first video, and then it turns out he doubled down, and I did not upload that video. I am 1000% sorry about that. Didn't even I thought it had worked. It did not work. And then I looked at YouTube Studio and it was like, yeah, hey, no. So we're gonna have to do that again, which is unfortunate. But that means 2 videos. Like, that'll mean 2 videos, because after stream I'm gonna put out the other 2 videos, and then, well, I should put out this one. Yeah, I should put out this one and then the last one of the first guy. So this is kind of interesting, because at first we were kind of thinking, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And now that we're here, it turns out this guy is actually just racist. I don't throw that word around very often, because like that word gets used a little too frequently. And well, I don't, it's like, maybe I have seen this incorrectly. Maybe I heard him incorrectly, but I saw like the first 60 seconds of this, and I have to continue watching. I don't know if he's gonna bring it up or if it's just like a one shot that he put in here, because something he said in here was like a little hold the fuck up. What do you mean by that? You can't just say that and act like we're gonna slide past it real quick. But let's continue.
So Absolute Batman issue 2 is out, and my expectations were low, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Trust me, the mediocrity just continues. Before we get into this pile of dog crap, I'd like to thank the Midnight Drop for sending a massive amount of people over to my channel with his insane mental breakdowns.
Like, it's so weird how, like, people who just hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it. I'm retarded?
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some support from the disabled community. When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best of
That, like, what? What? I just wasn't expecting that. But before we go, before we go any further, we're gonna take a look at something, because someone told me I should look at the comments. I kind of want to see what they're saying, unless they're here. Never seen a young white Irish fella trigger so many African Americans as badly before. This video screams undiagnosed attention seeker behavior. Well, hold on. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. As charitable as I would like to be. Maybe he just doesn't know. Maybe he just like actually just doesn't know. You know what I mean? And like, the thing is, African Americans aren't triggered at this. It's the response to what you said makes absolutely no sense. Bro, she was there for like 4 panels, and for some reason you just don't like the comic, which is fine, but just to slap the label woke on it is kind of ridiculous. At least in my opinion. I feel like it's a little ridiculous. Bro is speedrunning his entire life, bro. You're never gonna find a job, on God. He really won't. I don't understand why this is like, I don't know why he thought that this would be a good idea. But black people. Yeah, these are. Yeah, see, at least he's honest about his race. See, we can give him that. He's honest about it. Hold on, no, not this one. This is my personal channel. We're not gonna do that one.
advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away.
You can't stop looting and burning countries to the ground. Next time you're driving to work and you're enjoying your Marxist Batman comic, try not to get robbed or...
How the fuck is this Marxist? It's just a picture of... It's just one black person. Jesus.
Shot by your fellow brothers. To create an argument, you actually have to make some valid points. You can't just dance around throwing your arms up in the air, making weird noises like you did. It makes you look like a Neanderthal who hasn't picked up a comic except Watchmen in his entire life. Stay in your own lane and go back to anime, you low IQ mental retard. Anyways, I'm a bit late to the party on this one because, to tell you the truth, I didn't actually want to read on in Absolute Batman.
That's just horrible. All of that was just horrible. And not even because the dude's black. Just like, you didn't watch this video. Because he made some pretty good points. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I saw it. I guess you didn't see it. But I mean, you're just like, yeah, you're black and dumb, so. Great. Great argument, great comeback.
Batman, but reluctantly I did. In my mind, I thought that it would have to be better in issue 1, with its edgy dialogue that a 10-year-old would write, and its cringy character designs. But I was entirely wrong. All of that is still here, and also, it features one of the worst drawings of Bruce Wayne I've ever seen in a comic. So some people would call Absolute Batman woke, but I'd prefer to break it down and explain to you what it really is. It's just another mediocre story, infused with undeniably lazy identity politics by mentally ill leftists. Let's just get that through your thick skull first of all. Left-wing retards like Scott Snyder love this crap because they get a pat on the back every single time they force a black person into their stories. Just because it's an alternate universe doesn't give you the right to race swap characters.
But why though? That's what I'm not understanding. Why? It's a completely different universe. Also, you don't like this universe, so I don't understand why you keep talking about it. Like, we get it, you don't like it. Why are we still here? You could have just said, you don't like it, there's a black person, I'm racist. That's it. That's all you really had to say. Like, I feel like you're doing too much. But I mean, hey man, it's your channel, you do what you want.
I thought everybody already knew this because they've already race swap people in the regular universe as well. So that argument about the alternate universe is beyond invalid. It's actually just brain dead. And in issue 2 of Absolute Batman, Black Barbara Gordon shows up once again. But this time she actually gets to speak. And she's insufferable. We get this scene where
What?
Jim Gordon, Harvey Bullock, and Black Barbara are all in the hospital with Gordon after the
Is he gonna just like show any of her being insufferable, or is he just going to say it because she's black?
pathetic party animals attack? Harvey Bullock is some dumbass who wants to arrest Batman, and Black Barbara has to step in and
why is it, I'm sorry for pausing, why don't you just call her Black Barbara? Why don't you just call her Barbara Gordon, bro? We know she's black. You don't have to say Black Barbara. Like, we forgot what it says or who she was.
school him. Remember that part in Batman Year 1 where Jim Gordon and the entire police force are planning to capture Batman and arrest him, and then some race-swapped token black stepped in and told everybody the truth? Me neither. Why was that? Oh yeah, it's because Frank Miller can actually write, unlike most people working in comics today. So then Martha Wayne, who should be dead by the way, comes to visit Jim Gordon in the hospital. Why is she in the story again? I have a prediction as to why they'd leave Martha Wayne alive in this universe. Maybe it's so later on she can become some well-known villain as a big plot twist. But that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know any other reason why she should actually be in the story. Anyways, then we get to one of the most annoying parts in this comic. Martha Wayne comes in and asks, "How's Gordon doing?" Gordon, like a normal human being, tries to respond and instead gets interrupted by this stupid bitch. It turns out she was talking to Babs instead.
Goddamn, dude.
What? What in the name of Jesus Christ am I reading? Why is this cringe dialogue included in the comic? If you can't see why this comic is...
So my thing is, if you don't like the writing, you could have said that. I mean, that's fine. If you don't like the characters, that's also fine. I just, the fact that you just have to keep bringing up that she's black every time that you mention her in the story is just odd. It's a little odd. But,
unbelievably cringy. Then I don't know what's wrong with you. But
also, I mean, I feel like I said this last time. If this was terrible and this was bad, I don't know why don't you just do it yourself? Like, you could become a comic writer. I mean, maybe not you, because I mean, this is your digital footprint. People are going to see it, and people are not going to like it. Like, this has really nothing to do with identity politics, at least how I'm seeing it. It's like, bro, you just hate black people. That's really it. So, you know, to take somebody else and, like, you know, make the comics that way. Because I don't think you can do that anymore.
as it continues, I actually think this scene is one of the better ones in the comic. Jim Gordon and Martha Wayne share a cigarette whilst talking about the death of Thomas Wayne. Just when I thought this story wasn't actually that bad, then we get this flashback of young Bruce staying inside and not going out with his friends. His mother tries to help him out, saying, "Man, just go outside." And then, wouldn't you know it, he starts screaming into her face. This might be some sort of habit for this universe's Bruce Wayne. When you don't like something, flip out like a retard and start yelling and cursing. What happened to the stoic Batman? I don't care, alternate universe or not, he doesn't resemble Batman or Bruce Wayne in any way. At the very end of this issue, we get another flashback of young Bruce.
So I don't understand why that's a problem. Look, there's like a mainline series already, and if you don't like them rape swapping it there, I mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of dumb because it's a mainline series, but like now it's an alternate universe, so who really cares? Also, if it's not good, everyone just say it's not good, and people won't pick it up, and it won't be big. Like I don't know why you're bringing attention to this. Like if this is gonna do anything but get more eyes on it.
Bruce. Young
Alright.
Selena Kyle comes to visit Bruce, and am I the only one who despises this backstory for Batman? In the TV show Gotham as well, they did the same cringy storyline. When they did that before, it sucked horribly. And if that's what we're getting here, this comic is going to reach a new level of crap. And then we get to the art. So I understand being abstract and your art being a little unorthodox. Just look at Tim Sale's art on Batman. Sure, it can look a bit weird at times, but it never feels out of place because that was the style in which Tim Sale drew. Rest in peace, by the way, to that absolute comics legend. But in this comic, there's no set abstract art style. The whole comic is totally normal, except for just 2 panels. Now, when I first saw these, I had to spend 40 minutes picking myself back up off the ground and wiping away the tears of laughter. The first one occurs when Bruce Wayne confronts Joe Chill in prison. Alfred, who still looks idiotic by the way, is watching them and narrating. What he says to Chill, I don't know, but I can only imagine. Oh yeah, this is gonna be badass. I wonder what Bruce is. Oh my sweet mother of God. Who hit Robert Pattinson with a bus? You couldn't have redone this one panel. Really?
Jesus.
And look at what we got. If you
Hold on. Damn, that actually is a bit rough. That's a bit rough. Goddamn.
And look at what we got. If you read Walt Simonson Thor, you see great use of shadows in the art. This is the exact opposite of that. He looks less like a wealthy gentleman and more like My Chemical Romance. The second instance of unforgivably bad art is in this scene where Bruce is sitting down playing poker with his friends. By the way, his friends are all Batman villains as well, which I suppose isn't the worst idea, but it's still a bit goofy to listen to Harvey make 1,000 puns about coins and being two-faced. We get it. Now stop it. It's painful to read. Now once again, I don't know what the artist was smoking, but goddamn, what is going on here? Bruce literally looks like Frank.
Jesus. Ugh, yeah, he's okay. I'll give him that. That's it. Ugh.
Frankenstein. What's up with his forehead? You couldn't have went back and
That's a
redrew
five-head, my
that?
boy.
You
That's
actually
a
left
five-head.
that in? I know I'm gonna get some nutjob TikTok kids commenting on this video saying, bro, you can't comment on appearances. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Forget about me for just 1 second. This is Bruce Wayne we're talking about. It doesn't matter if I'm four-eyed or ginger. This is Batman. He shouldn't look like a monkey. As this dumpster fire continues, we get an insane amount of unnecessary swearing out of everybody in the story. And the highlight of the crappy writing is when Alfred starts talking about his military tactics. Advance forward, retreat and regroup. It all comes off like a load of jargon. And what it results in is Alfred saying that maybe retreat and regroup.
Doesn't he vaguely look like Ra's al Ghul in this? If that's supposed to be Alfred, doesn't he look? Kind of looks like Ra's al Ghul. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It all comes off like a load of jargon, and what it results in is Alfred saying that maybe Batman doesn't retreat and regroup. Maybe he's just one advance forward. Batman AF. What? What does this even mean? Can anybody explain it? Batman advance forward. Nope. That doesn't make sense. I'm being genuine here. No satire. What is he talking about? And more importantly, is it needed in the story? Batman ends this issue by crushing a load of cop cars with his massive construction vehicle Batmobile. He also led the party animals up to the top of a skyscraper and then blew it up. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, damn.
Stop making excuses. He just blew them up with no regard for their lives. I wouldn't care about this if it was established that in this universe, Batman does kill. But no, Scott Snyder went out of his way in issue 1 to mention the fact that he's non-lethal. So none of this makes sense. Stop typing your angry comments and just look at the damn page. That cop car is like 80 feet in the air. What's going on? I thought he was non-lethal. Nope, he's just blowing cop cars 80 feet up into the air, blowing up buildings, and then walking around like he's Gandhi. This Batman is a genocidal maniac, but then at the same time, a non-lethal pacifist. I'm sick and tired of this trash, and I'm
That is kind of stupid. I will admit that is kind of stupid if that's how that worked.
done giving it a pass. It's not even well written or drawn. If you call yourself a comic fan, you should be reading older and better comics. If not, then go back to anime and the movies. I've triggered so many people by just having an opinion about this comic. Let's stop dodging the truth.
See, I had a feeling you'd come back to that. See, the opinion on the comic isn't really the issue. It's the opinion on the black person in the comic that is the issue. Let's be honest here. Also, the clip that you put in the beginning about how white people should stay away from black people. It's a little weird. That's a little weird. I don't know about everyone else, but I do know about me as a black person. I honestly I don't care about the rest of this. It was just that first part. That first part's a little weird. That's a little weird, a little racist. I don't want to say you're racist, but at the same time, literally everything you're saying is making me think and making everyone else think, hey, you're pretty racist. Like, I don't know, my guy. But hey, you say you do you. One of your comments said at least he's honest about his racism. I'll give you that. At least you're honest about it.
It sucks. No rage bait, satire, or trolling. It's not a good story. In fact, it's an objectively bad one. All the politics...
And that's all you had to say. That's it. That's all you had to say. No one would have said anything if that's it. If that's all you had to say was the story was bad and I didn't like it. All you had to say. If it was written shittily, fine. Whatever. But the thing, again, the first part, it's like the first part is the issue. And like what you said in the last video, and like, the response to that dude that actually brought up some points that you just didn't address and you just called him a retard for it. That's the problem. But something's telling me you're not going to address that either.
Aside, this comic is a mediocre mess. Stop having mental breakdowns because I don't like well-established white characters being changed to black. If someone made Storm, Black Panther, Blade, or Spawn white, you'd riot. Literally.
Nope, actually, not at all. Don't care. Like, don't give a single shit about that. As long as it's written well. It's like, I don't care. But then again, that's me. There probably are people that riot, not me. I have shit to do.
Mostly a protest. It is not. It is
also, this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You say that since these black people did it, all black people will do it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see how that might come across as low racist, just a little bit? Just a little bit? I feel like if you took that out and then left all of the other commentary in, you'd be in a much better spot. For me, that's just what I'm thinking, but who knows?
generally speaking unruly, but fires have been started.
If you have some reason as to why race swaps can't be done the other way around, feel free to give the message to your mother, because I'll be over at her house tonight. So read better comics or cry harder. If you agreed, let me know. And if you disagreed, go complain to your boyfriend.
Jesus.